Remember Rich the Factor and the Popper were doing an album. Popper came over to my house to get some beats. And I was in like this mode of trying to learn the Atlanta trap sound. And I really was trying to like dial in. This is when like Future was first coming up. And I was really trying to dial in like the sound that Future and Atlanta had at the time. And I played Popper a bunch of like Atlanta sounding beats. He really wasn't feeling them. He was like, nah, that ain't it. We want that. I need that mob. He's like, I know you got that mob. I need that shit you was doing for that Chop Shop album you did. Like, I need that mob sound. I'm like, oh, I got that. Like, I didn't think that's what everybody was into right now, but I got it. So, I dug in my mob bag. I got Popper up. The beats were really a couple years old. They were from my album, The Chop Shop. And, a couple days later, he got on Facebook Live with, I think it was Mies Martin and Young Twan from Kansas City. And they were freestyling to the beats that I gave them. And that shit was going crazy. I mean, it wasn't no huge numbers. It was like Facebook viral for Kansas City, probably a couple thousand views, just a bunch of people interacting, a bunch of people that I knew and that I liked and that I respected that were in there like, ooh, that shit go hard. Who did these beats? So I'm like, man, if this shit went crazy like that, I'm like, I got some more where that came from, and I'll just whip up some more. And that's what I did. I remember it was a Friday. I made a real mobbing ass beat. I used like a vocoder. I used my voice, and I made like kind of like a Zapp and Roger type of sound in the background with my voice, like using the vocoder. And I uploaded it. I tagged like Rich the Factor, Popper, Rush, E-40, Tech Nine, all the rappers that I really, grew up on, that I felt like would be dope on that beat. And then the following Monday, bam, I looked at my phone. E-40 liked. E-40 followed you. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I kid you not, like literally the first time that I turned the phone around and started talking on camera changed my life. E-40 liked. E-40 started following you. I had to go look. I had to go double take and make sure. And then I seen the blue check mark. And I don't even think I really knew what a blue check mark was at the time. I think I looked up what a blue check mark was. And I'm like, oh shit. That means that's really him. That's the real E-40. I screenshotted it. I posted it to the internet, and all my friends in Kansas City was going crazy on Facebook. Like, oh shit. Because everybody that knows me knows, I'm hella influenced by them. I'm very Bay Area influenced. My music definitely has a deep Bay Area mob music influence. And it was a big deal, and I think people know my work ethic too, so they knew what I was going to do with that opportunity. And the crazy part was, after it happened, I didn't jump on it immediately. I didn't just go crazy and jump out there and go do shit immediately. I sat on it for like a couple days till my boy Sully called me, and Sully called me and was like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, low-key, like, irritated with me, like, E-40 follows you, bro. He only follows like 1,000 people, bro. Like, you got 1,000 mob beats. If you don't post another thing and tag him in, like, he basically held me to a commitment. He made me make a commitment. And he's like, man, I don't care what it is. One a week, two a week, one a day, something. You got so many beats in there. Like, you can't just expect it to fall in your lap because he started following you. Like, you really have to, like, pursue this situation. And that's what I did. And I just started, I was tagging him in like 3 beats a day. I was tagged, because, the Instagram grid is 3. So I wanted it to have like an aesthetic look to it. So I was tagging him in 3 beats a day. And I already had, I had files just named Bay Area mob beats. I used to organize all my beats by like regions and genres. It'd be like New York, East Coast boom bap, West Coast LA, like gangster shit, like LA sounding shit, Bay Area mob sounding shit, Bay Area hyphy sounding shit, Midwest chop it up type of Twista, Tech Nine, like chopper type of rap, or down south trap rap, or Houston screwed up rap. So I categorized all my shit based on like regions and genres. So I got files and years. So it'd be like 2021 Bay Area Mob, 2022 Bay Area Mob. Back then it was probably like 2012 Bay Area Mob, 2013 Bay Area Mob. So I'm just tagging him in beats and beats. And then he start liking more, and then Be Legit taps in, and Be Legit starts liking them, and I'm tagging more Bay Area rappers, and Spice One, and you know, a bunch of other people started tapping in and paying attention until eventually E-40 called me. He actually DM'd me, and he asked for my number, and he shot me his email address, and I just started sending him beats until he finally called me, and then it was on from there. You know, it was on from there. Next thing you know, I did Straight Out the Dirty, put NBA Youngboy, Yo Gotti, and myself on there, and we did Meet the Dealers for him and Be Legit's album, and it's been on ever since. So for everybody out there who's artists and content creators, like in this new generation right now, I think the visual element is just as important as the audio element. Like, you have to get online and you have to push your brand because people want to know you. It doesn't go to the best brand. It goes to the best known brand. This is marketing 101. Marketing 101. And so by the time I actually had landed these placements with E-40, I had been on Instagram talking my shit for about 6 months. You know, I've been on there at least a solid 6 months of talking shit and playing beats every day. So people got used to seeing my face. They got used to seeing my corny, nerdy sense of humor. They got used to hearing my slapping ass beats, me talking shit, seeing me work out, me going out and going to shows and eating halal and praying, and you know what I mean? People got to know Jay Peasy, and I think that's why my shit popped in my city, because the people that knew me already knew me, and now all these other people were getting exposed to me based on my willingness to get in front of the camera and talk.
Factual.
Yeah, man.